Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. This will be taken short, and not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Smith. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Watson. He's got a man. It's Williams. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the flat, watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat, watch the 24. Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, 25 the mic.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Check 4, check 4.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Space to maneuver at the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his man. It's Williams. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
They're on 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin with a run by Smith. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, check, check. 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
25 to Mike. We go 29. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Deuce, 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 deuce. Jim, 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 Jim. Check 13. Check 13. Check 43.
On second down, here's Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get in the right room. SOS. Hey, 31. SOS.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
25, 29, 29. 47, Mike 47.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? Turn 2 stop. 80 weapons.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Ready up.
13 yards. First down.
Check. Good dash. Come. X3. 2-18, jump. Ready?
And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
From 21 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. 19. Set 53. Quit talking about it and bring it. Shift. 54. And it's up.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Set. 19. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble at first down, a 16-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 21 yards away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Eight yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Oh, yeah. 60 outlaw. Let's go, deep tighten up. Let's go, deep tighten up. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Kill, 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 kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Pilot, 64, weak. Mike, it's a party now. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sliding out of the pocket and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To throw is Watson. And this one complete to Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Watson, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll run with Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. And an alley to run. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
Watson now to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Check 3.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike's 47. Hey. Both sevens and Mike. Let's go. 54. Get that ball.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
61, matchbox lights. 58, boy, 58.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Hall. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Watson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Here we go. Shoot. To the court. Motion, I got one. 47, Mike. 45.
Now it's Watson. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Watson. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Here we go.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Lions, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.